Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to day 3. I am going to share my my screen now, my PowerPoint, and we're going to start with our day 3. I'm really excited about this. I can't believe we're on day 3 already. We're on day 3 already. So just remember, I think I mentioned in one of our messages that time goes very quickly. So enjoy every moment of it. Okay. It's so sweet. A lot of the members messaged me and said, Kim, I'm not able, they've got load shedding, or someone had a very important call with a company, a potential client. That's important, that's priority. So I wrote back to them and I said, first of all, thanks for letting me know, but you don't have to, because I know these things happen. But what I want for you is, when you can't make the session, I don't want to add to your stress. I want this to be stress-free for you. Okay? That's why we do the recordings. So you don't have to worry about that. Okay? It does seem that my internet's a bit unstable, and I hope it doesn't last. So let's go into day 3. Remember, we said it gets a little bit scary. So hold on to your seatbelt or to your armrest, everyone. Here we go. Elevate your reach. Okay, that is what day 3 is about. So remember, we did yesterday, it was very interesting, the A, B, and C goals, or I find it interesting, and I got messages to say, so it's the first time they'd ever seen it like that, and it was very empowering and thought-provoking. So, but I want to revisit this, because this is going to be our work for the next couple of days. So our A and B goals are very important. Please don't discard them. We have to do A and B goals, okay? But this is the thing about A and B goals. You know you can achieve them. They are achievable if you apply yourself. We've talked about that yesterday. They may be a little bit unreachable, scary. You may not have done them before, but you know they're achievable. Your mind knows that although they are difficult, they are possible. People around you have done it, your friends have done it, you know it's possible. But as a result, 3 things happen. Consciously, so you're conscious of it, you know you're doing it, or subconsciously, you don't even know you're doing it, you relax. Because you know it's possible, you actually relax. You don't push yourself because you know it's possible, and your mind is not stretched. And because your mind is not stretched, your mind doesn't think of the opportunities and the possibilities that are available. Your mind gets lazy. Our mind works best when it's stretched and when it's working. So the outcome is very often that you do not even achieve the A and B goals, even though they are reachable. You do not even achieve the easy peasy goals. And I find that really scary, really scary. Just think about yourself. Some of the goals that you've been hanging on to for weeks, months, years, that you still haven't achieved, they're maybe not difficult, but why haven't you achieved them? Because they're too simple, they're too easy. So you don't get down and do them. Okay. So focus on the C goals. C goals, okay, you didn't name them as C goals before, but now you know what they are. You knew them as those big fantasies, the unrealistic goals, the impossible dreams. They are normally the ones you ignore because you think it's impossible, unrealistic, and only meant for special people. It's like Richard Branson and, those kind of people. Somehow they're different from us. But actually, when you read their stories, they're not different from us. And very often we've actually had more of an opportunity than them. Okay. And so for the rest of the training, we will only work with your C goals. We're only going to work on the C goals. We're going to pay attention to that. Okay. So Bob Bob Proctor, who he's just recently passed away. And you know, I've never met him. He's a guy from the state, from Canada actually. But this guy, I mean, he's just phenomenal. And he is a motivational speaker. And from day one, you know, when he became what he was doing, he just never swayed from what he did. I think it was almost he was in his 90s, almost 90 when he passed away this year. He says, set a goal to achieve something that is so big, so exhilarating, that it excites you and scares you at the same time. If you do not get the chills when you set your goal, you're not setting big enough goals. So if it doesn't scare you, if you don't almost freeze when you think about it, and I'm going to take it another level today, then it's not big enough. Okay. I mean, I'm just getting a little bit scared thinking about it because I already know what I want to work on. And Amanda, I hope you don't mind me picking on you, but remember, Amanda, the last time you did this is where you got really scared. Do you remember that? And maybe you're getting scared again. Okay, yeah. Okay. So there's a concept of 10 times. Okay, 10 times. Now, there are a lot of ladies here that are invited, and I'm so happy they're on this course from the Women Achievement Schlanger. And when I did my talk there, we talked about the 10 times. So here we go. So Grant Cardone, and you can write that down, or you will also read, maybe watch this again. He's an author, okay? He's an author of a book and the concept of the 10 times rule. And I can't go into it now, but he has studied many organizations, well-known organizations in the world. He's done a study on this, okay? And he's applied this study to the organizations that have been successful and have not been so successful. He says the only difference between success and failure is the goal being too small. Underline that. I need to underline this. I'm underlining it in my brain. I want to get this for myself, and I want you to get this. Our goals have been too small, and that's why we're not getting what we need to get. Whenever I put big goals out there, it's amazing what you achieve, okay? Big goals. Here's the goal. Big goals require different thinking and different action. We've been using the same thinking, same actions all the time. I'm not saying that we don't need those. We need that to get through the day. It requires a mindset of possibility and extraordinary actions. It requires a different mindset. So that's why we need to think big because it jolts that mindset, which is just lying there dormant at the moment. We are generally familiar with operating in a certain ordinary way. Think about your lives, except for that amazing moment. You see, Lynn has had an amazing moment today. She did something different and she got an amazing result. She stepped out of the ordinary. Would you agree, Lynn? You stepped out of the ordinary and you got different results. Now, I want that for you all the time, because believe me, we can function like that all the time, okay? So when you step out of the ordinary, okay, you get extraordinary results. So achieve more, much more, we need to take extraordinary steps. And we might think we've been doing that, but if we look back, we do it, but some of the time. And most probably a very small percentage of the time. So we need to get used to doing it more and more and more of the time. And I can promise you now, Amanda, if you're beating yourself up, from February to now, I promise you, you are thinking extraordinary way more than you used to before. And I know that, okay? I know it because I see it. So your homework for today, be prepared to take it to another level. Remember that C goal that you wrote down yesterday, and I hopefully you put it in more specific terms. It could be 1, it could be 2, it could be 3. I think working on 1 is not a bad idea. So work with your C goal, and now you're going to 10 times that goal. Yes, Lynn, I saw that. You're going to 10 times it, okay? So let me give you an example, because we also have to use our common sense and our savvy to do this. And I mentioned in that presentation, let's say, for example, I want to lose 2 kilograms. I want to lose 2 kilograms by the end of December, okay? I can't 10 times 2 kilograms, because that means 20 kilograms, which is not realistic for me or for someone else, because then it's too thin, too skinny for me. So what I could 10 times is maybe I could lose 2 kilograms in a couple of weeks. Why wait until the end of December? I could lose 2 kilograms maybe in 2 weeks, okay? Or I could 10 times my activity plan. At the moment, I mean, very honestly, I'm not doing any exercise. So I could 10 times my exercise plan, couldn't I? I could 10 times something. I could 10 times support. Maybe I could get into a nutritional program. Yeah, there are many nutritionists on here with them, and 10 times that. Or maybe I decided, I'm going to buy a house within the year. Well, why within the year? I'm going to buy a house within a month. So I'm saying that to you because when I say, well, I'm going to buy a house within a month, look at Amanda. It's like, no. What, Kim, that's stupid. How can you buy a house within a month? That's ridiculous. Just write it down, because I'm going to show you the how tomorrow. Remember what I said. I'll give you a little bit of a tip. Because when you say to yourself, I'm going to buy a house within the month, and you say to yourself, but how's that even possible? There's the gold. I just got shivers now, because it jolts the mind, like, how would that be possible? How would I be able to buy a house within the month? And that's what you want, because then all the ideas start coming into play. And maybe you won't buy a house within a month, but maybe you would buy it within 6 months, who knows? But it's those ideas that we want. And who knows, maybe you would buy it within a month. A true story about this house that I bought. I wasn't going to buy, I had a little complex in Glenwood. I had no idea of buying a house. I mean, no concept. And then long story short, I rescued my Miracle from Turkey. And I saw, she's a dog, and I saw that she actually needed space. So of course my mind started thinking, but I pushed that thought aside, because I can't buy a house. I can't buy a house. How am I going to do that? I'm a single female. It's too much. It's too much. But the scary thing about me is whenever I get that seed, I get scared, because whenever I think of something, I know I'm going to do something about it. From that moment, I had that thought. Within 3 months, I had bought a house. Okay? Because what happened that weekend, I actually said, oh, well, let's just drive around and let's just look. Let's just look. Okay? And there we go. And then one evening, someone mentioned to me, Kim, have you ever thought of Ashley in Pinetown? I said, I don't even know where Ashley is. I thought that was down the south coast somewhere. And they said, no, it's actually a really lovely suburb not far from you. And I thought, oh, let me go find out about Ashley. And as I was doing that, this house popped up. And it was just this amazing house that I never, a very different kind of house. It was 11:30 at night. I texted the estate agent. He responded. The next day, Wednesday, straight after my BNI meeting, we met. And within 10 minutes, I'd signed for the house. This is a true story. We read about things like that, but this actually happened to me, okay? So just write it down. I'm going to buy a house within a month, okay? So whatever your 10 times is, I want to save R1 million within a year. Well, I want to save 10 million Rand within a year. Why 1 million? If you can save 1 million, you can save 10. Okay. Step 3, put your fear aside and just do it. What I mean by just do it, just 10 times your goal. Do not worry about how unrealistic it is. We will work on how you can achieve that tomorrow. Okay. So step 4, decide on the 1 or 2 C goals that you want with all your heart. You really want that to happen. Which goal is that you're going to work on? I mean, I wouldn't say more than 2, but definitely 1. Okay. So set yourself up for success. You know, I like we have a success tip every day. Decide you're just going to go for it. Kim, you crazy. Kim, this is stupid. Kim, this isn't going to work. So what? Just decide to do it. Give it a shot. Okay? Just decide. Because nothing will change unless you decide. I was saying to someone yesterday, I can't remember who it was, but you know what it's like. You kind of mess around and let's just take. I'm deciding maybe I want to do my master's. I was helping someone to do their master's degree. Should she do it? Shouldn't she do it? And and a year goes by, and she's still thinking about whether she should do it or not. So I said, today we're going to decide. Yay or nay, doesn't matter. There's no judgment from my side. That day she decided. 2 years later, she had a master's. She messaged me on Facebook. She said, Kim, I want to tell you something. Today, I have my master's. And because of that, I can apply for jobs that I couldn't apply for before. But she decided, because once you decide, the next step is, oh, now I have to apply. Now I have to pay for it. Now I have to do this. And the rest takes care of itself. But we have to decide. Your life changes the moment you make a new, congruent, and committed decision. Tony Robbins. Let me just go back quickly. Let me just go back. Okay, guys. So that's our success tip for the day. I'm going to remember yesterday I said I've got a special offer. I've got something I want to share with you. But before we do that, I want to share, Lynn, I have remembered the meetup. So many of you know I have my own networking group and it meets once a month online. And this is the beauty of networking. If you're new to this game, if you're new to startups entrepreneurship, I'm going to give you a free tip. You have to get networking. This is how you're going to get your business. Okay? So, and I'm going to give you a very true story. So my networking meeting is the last Thursday of every month, 10 to 11. It's 100 Rand. And someone always gets a referral, a lead, more than one person at least. I know a couple of people who got referrals last time. But what I heard this morning, one of my other colleagues was on the session. Lynn, Trish, I think she was in one of the networking rooms with you. Trish really liked you. She's invited you to another networking meeting and off you're going, and who knows what's going to come of that. And I said to Trish this morning that you couldn't have invited a nicer lady, because also you and Trish have the same idea of short-term insurance. You both fully invested and your heart is in it. So Lynn, this could take you to a whole new level. And Trish is taking you to a wonderful meeting and you could do very, very well there. Okay. So what I want to share with everyone is just by being here, please start connecting with people on this group. Reach out on Facebook as well. Who does what? Okay. So I will also do that at the end of the session. Give you time, say on the weekend, who does what? What kind of, I'll give you a chance to market and all of that kind of thing. You never know who needs what. Okay. I just wanted to share that moment with you. Okay, so guys, are you ready for this? Special offer. And this is, honestly, I'm going to stop the share. Just let me, no, because I need to show you another slide. I haven't done this before. And Elsie and Ansi, you've been on this before. Amanda, you've been on this before. And many people watching the webinar have been on this before, so they can attest to it. I've never done this before. But I've noticed that, and people are coming to me. People need support. They need help. They need either guidance with the content, or they need emotional, physical, and mental support. Honestly, times are tough. But very honestly, a lot of people don't have the money for the kind of support they wish they could get. Some people do have the money and then they get the private support. Some people think they don't have the money, so they don't get the support. But many people don't have the money. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer group coaching. Group coaching. You know what? I don't know why I haven't offered this. I don't know why I haven't. I suppose I'm busy doing a lot of other things. I love group coaching because you get what you need at a very affordable rate. I'm going to make it very affordable. I love it. And your business grows. So what I thought is that I will start it will start on Wednesday the 19th, so that you've got time before Christmas. I don't lock you into anything. The only thing I would say, it will be a month package. So there are two packages I'm going to give you. Okay, group coaching. First of all, because I'm a life and personal coach in business, your goal when you come onto the package can be business or personal. I can help both in the session. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's what you want to work on. You get expert content and support from me, live sessions online. There will be live sessions, okay? So this time round, there's someone on the group that said, Kim, this time round, I'm going to take action. This time round, I'm going to do it. Make this time round your time round. You will get results. And because you've got support and accountability, and if you don't know me, I love cracking the whip, you will fast track what you've learned and you will fast track whatever goal that you want to work on with my support and my compassion and understanding. Okay. So it will be a monthly program. We'll start Wednesday the 19th, just so that you've got a little bit of time to think about it and get it together. So there are two programs. I'm thinking of you and your affordability. There's a 1,000 a month program. You will have two codes. So every second week, so two sessions a month. And you just sign up for 1 month. If you want to do another month, fine. I'm not locking you into anything. If it's working for you and you want to sign up for another month, why I want to start now is so that you've got 2 rounds before Christmas. So you can have a really good Christmas. And if it's working for you and you want more, we'll start again in January. Okay, and then the 2,000 Rand a month is every week we will have a coaching session. Now, very honestly, I prefer that for you because the more time I have with you, the more results I can get. But every second week, something is better than nothing. Okay, now to help me, I can do this at this rate, but I need at least 5 attendees per coaching program. And I can do both. Yeah, I'll do the 1,000 Rand program and I'll do the 2,000 Rand program. So that's my share. Group coaching. What's wonderful about that is, of course, you get me, you get my support, but you also get the mastermind support. Okay, you get the mastermind. And what I mean by the mastermind is everyone else that's on the group. And it's fantastic. I don't know if you've ever been part of something like that, because everyone's got their own business, own expertise, and we all think differently. And we don't see the wood for the trees. We don't see, it's so simple. And someone just says to you, Kim, have you tried such and such? And it's like, shoo, it's so easy and I've never ever thought about it, So that's what I want to offer you. If you're interested, please let me know at the soonest. That's why we will start Wednesday the 19th. I'm thinking it will be, the one group will be 10:30 to 12. and the other group will be 1 to 2:30. Subject to change depending on who signs up for what. Okay. So I hope that's something that that excites you. And if you've never been able to do coaching before because of affordability or something, this is a nice foot in the door. It's a nice foot in the door. You know, I've always had a coach. That's something, in fact, my coaching session is today. My coach is in Minnesota in the USA. I coach him and he coaches me. I'm very accountable to myself, but even with a coach, you just move faster. And just to get that perspective is amazing, So guys, I hope you like the offer. Of course, no pressure, never any pressure from me. Any questions on the session today? Amanda, can I ask you how you're feeling about it second time round?
Just as scared.
Maybe even a bit more scared, hey? You know what's coming.
I knew what was coming. Yes. But I can just say that this really changes when you get your head around it and you start thinking, and it really opens up your mind to do things and to do more. And yeah, just this whole thing just changed everything for me in my business.
Wonderful. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you. It really did, because I saw it, you know, I saw it. And I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing the way you're showing up. Any questions, any feedback, any suggestions? Yes, Amanda.
Sorry, I talk too much, but I just want to share something that I realized today. In Kim's course, I did this course, and then we did the second course, the Client Attraction. And in one of those courses, one of those sessions there is who was my ideal client. And what I mentioned there is that I realized I want my ideal client to be couples doing weight loss or health coaching. Anyway, and this morning when I checked we've got marathon groups, I've got 3 teams, so it's about 18 people. And I realized that 14 of the 18 people are actually couples. And this would never have happened without this course. So I'm very, very grateful. It just helps you to change your mind, to look wider, to realize different things, and yeah, it helps.
Wow. That was powerful, by the way, Amanda, because not many people actually focus on couples. You know, weight loss, we kind of focus on women and that kind of thing. And I just thought that was so unique. That was quite something. That's so always test your market. So the market is telling Amanda now, 14 out of 18. Congrats on the 18, by the way. That's huge. 14 of the 18. What is it saying to Amanda? It's working. Your niche is working. No brainer. Keep on doing it. Just do more of it. Okay. Keep on asking for couples. Good one. Any other feedback, questions, stresses, concerns, tears? Gia, how are you doing, Gia? You're a little bit too quiet there, Gia. Yeah, you're okay? Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. No questions. So I'm going to take it that everything's very clear then. Okay. Good. And the recordings and the homework. So once again, the recording will be up, and of course your homework for day 3 will be up. Okay. Everyone, just before we leave, has everyone read the Cherokee tale? If you haven't read it, go read it. You know, it's amazing what we focus on grows. What we focus on grows. Okay, just go and read that. So, and sometimes we don't realize what we're focusing on. Have a lovely day, everyone. It's just so nice to see so many of you here, despite load shedding and all of that. It's amazing. Have a good day. Enjoy 10 times in your goal. Glenda, Bramilda, Nassim, Elsa, everyone, Aretha, Katie, and everyone
Kim.
watching the video.
Thank you very much. Appreciate.
Pleasure.
Bye-bye.
Take care.